Hi, this is seewingyee from the Lucid Network, and this week's Florida inventory, I'm going to highlight one property as I normally do. So, without further ado, today's property I'm going to highlight in Newport Richey, which is in suburbs of Tampa, Florida, part of the Central Florida market. And so, without further ado, let's go over this. And each week as I've been working with Jim Gillum, I'm continue to be just amazed and dumbfounded about just massive opportunities going on here in Central Florida. And today's feature property, this particular duplex, is no exception. And by the way, when I saw this new listing came on this morning from my email box that was sent by Jim Gillum, I had to talk to Jean, ask her to verify all these numbers, and she was able to this morning confirm and validate the numbers I'm about to share with you. Just bear in mind, okay? Every newsletter, every video that I sent you, my information, my contact information is readily available as well as Jean Gillum. All right, so I don't want to continue to repeat myself. You know how to contact Jean Gillum. Her cell phone and her email address is always available in all of my newsletter presentation. All right, so now again, this property I believe as of today is still available. But I don't know the next 24 to 48 to 72 hours whether it'll be available or not. So again, if any one of you are truly motivated, truly serious, of course, you need to contact myself and or Jean right away. And of course, you must have a letter of approval, loan approval. If you're doing financing, if you're doing all cash purchase, then you need to provide proof of funds to Jean Gillum. And if you want to purchase this kind of property with your self-direct IRA, you need to contact my recommended provider, okay, to do the self-directed IRA. Just so you know, people that are doing self-directed IRA, the minimal down payment on your IRA is 40%. Okay, based on the lending guideline of this non-recourse lender that we have, they can leverage the other 60%, which is massive, amazing as well using your IRA. So 40% of 129K, we talking, around 50 something thousand dollars of your IRA. You can purchase this particular property with massive double-digit return, tax-free investment vehicle. Using this approach, of course, that's with the IRA, but I'm going to talk about mainly the financing portion. But before I go all that, let's cover the description, which is, I say it again, is mind-boggling. It's just so again, this duplex is located in Newport Richey, Florida, which is in the suburbs of Tampa, Florida. Tampa is only around an hour and a half west of Orlando, and it's part of the Central Florida marketplace. And needless to say, Central Florida is one of the fastest growing areas in the whole entire US of A, entire country, for a lot of reasons, a lot of jobs, population growth, everything, right? And of course, Florida is a sunshine state, and so you have all the amenities associated with living in this great location, warm weather all year round, and what have you. Very desirable place to live, Central Florida, and Tampa is no exception. So this duplex is 2 units, of course, 5 bedroom, two bath, and total square footage is 1584. There's no garage. It's built 1985, so it's relatively new relative to multi-units. So I approve of that, obviously. If you could look at the interior, pretty nice. It's ready. By the way, it's pre-leased. Okay, it's already, both sides are already rented. So one side is 3 bedroom, 1 bath, and the other side is 2 bedroom, 1 bath, total 1584 square foot. So we divide by two, we're talking a little bit less than 800 square foot on per unit on this particular duplex. All right. Again, it's already pre-leased, already rented. So the expectation and the assumptions that we have is such that this duplex in the past 30 years since it was built, we could only assume it has been rented most of the year for the past 30 years. And our expectation is it will be rented for years to come, indefinitely into the future, as long as you take care of your property, as long as the property manager will manage your property according to our expectation, and yeah, and those kind of things, right? Of course, we have great property management all over the Central Florida area, so that's an assumption you have to make. All right, so let's look at the numbers. The minimum down payment for multi-unit, in this case, duplex, is 25% financing. Okay, let's assume you have good credit, you have good income, documentation, loan approval, all readily available. So 25% down payment on this interest rate. So based on this, your monthly mortgage. Here it is, 475. Property taxes, 126. Insurance, 90. Property management fee, $192 per month. And your total debt obligation monthly is 883. And now I'm going to please direct your attention to this gross rent. And this is not a misprint. I repeat, this is not a mistake. Your gross monthly rent before deductions are 2400, 2500. So let's say 2450. So per side, you are renting at around $1,200. Your tenant on each of the two sides is paying you around $1,200 gross monthly rent. Okay, so the bottom cash flow, monthly net cash flow is 2450, reduced by your total debt obligation 883. Therefore, your net monthly cash flow is a little bit more than $1,500. I want you to sink in just a little bit or even longer and just marvel at this number crunching analysis. It's just totally mind boggling. And I will share with you the three numerical formulas which I've been sharing with my members for the entire time. For those of you who've been with me for years, you know what I'm talking about. All right. So what other kind of investment will provide you with your down payment with 25% down on 129K, whatever it is, and I'll show you the numbers, will net you monthly around $1,500. That's larger than your Social Security paycheck after working for 40 years, whatever, right? But one transaction of this below market amazing duplex here in Tampa with only like, 40 something thousand dollar cash down payment would net you around 1,500. That is, I mean, just do the math, right? If you want to retire, if you're making 100 grand right now as an engineer in the Silicon Valley, whatever, just an example, and you want to retire at $7,000 a monthly passive income, net passive income, just do the math, right? How many of these purchases can you obtain given your cash available? Not very many, right? 4 or 5 of these great duplexes, you're set for retirement. You can replace your your paycheck with passive income and achieve massive financial freedom. Okay, that is totally amazing. So let's go over the numbers, right? The numerical analysis, and I did the three formulas, which is critical, is the capitalization rate, the cash on cash return, and the total return on investment. Okay, I'm not going to bore you to death. I'll just going to give you a very brief, high level illustration, and so I'm not going to over make this too complex. Your capitalization rate is your net operating income divided by the purchase price. Okay? Whenever you buy any kind of property, this cap rate is very, very important. The benchmark for cash flow, positive cash flow net, is around 5% cap rate. This is 3 times greater than the 5% cap rate. So on this, so gross net operating income, right? 23,868 divided by $129,000 of this purchase price equals 18.4% cap rate. This is totally mind-boggling. How do I get this net operating income? Is your gross rent annual, almost 30,000, right? Minus your annual property taxes, insurance, property management fee, and all that cost, maintenance fee, all those kind of thing, which is total 555.32 equals 23,868. So let me give you another example. For those of you, most of you live in the Bay Area. If you want to buy investment property in the Bay Area, which is a mistake, obviously, this duplex, given this square footage, will probably cost you $500,000. So let's calculate the cap rate, right? If you are charging $2,450 per month in rent here in the Bay Area to purchase a $500,000 perhaps condo or townhouse, which is ridiculous. Why would you do that? So, so your net operating income annual 23,000 divided by $500,000, your cap rate would be 4%. Okay, so this is a quick illustration as to why perhaps live where you want to live, buy properties where the numbers make sense out of state in this particular case, right? Since most of my investors are located in the San Francisco, San Jose Bay Area. All right, with that, so amazing, shocking. I have never seen anything 18.4% capitalization rate, which is just again, I don't know, I don't know what else to say. Cash on cash return. Cash on cash return is your annual net cash flow, which is in this case 17,944 divided by the down payment. Okay, your down payment in this case is 35,000, 25% down on its purchase price. So, all right, annual net cash flow 17,944, which is, your monthly gross rent is 2,450 minus all your debt obligations, right? Which is and minus your mortgage as well. Okay, equals monthly net cash flow is almost 1,500 divided by 12 months equals 17,944. So 17,944 annual net cash flow divided by the down payment of 35,475 equal, it gives you 51% cash on cash return. Now, once again, what is the benchmark of this cash on cash return, right? So that means in about 2 years of continue getting this annual cash flow, you can recoup your down payment. So this cash on cash return is 51% is another astronomical return number. The benchmark for cash on cash return on a typical investment purchase is around 7 to 8%, right? In this case, it's 51%. Again, you can recoup your down payment money in a mere 24 months. And then total ROI at 62%. All right, what does it mean? Total ROI. Total ROI is the sum of your cash flow, your annual net cash flow, 17,944, plus principal reduction. Okay, your mortgage is paying down the loan little by little, so you're getting some economic benefit associated with paying down your loan, which is at the end of the first year is 1,572, plus your first year appreciation projection. I don't like to talk about appreciation too much, right? Because that's the unknown. But I only factor in 3%. No, 2% appreciation. A mere 2% appreciation projection equals annual net of 2598 first year appreciation, right? So annual net cash flow 17,944 plus economic benefit of the principal reduction for the first year of 1572 plus your first year appreciation at 2%, which is very realistic, right? Which is 2598 equal total gross equity income, right, of 22,144 annually divided by your down payment, the money you put down at risk, which is 35,475 equal total ROI of a whopping 62%. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time. This is a high level explanation. Most important thing is what other investment will give you this kind of return, right? With your $35,000 you have in your checking account, you're earning 1%, right, annually. 1% multiplied by 35,000, right? What is it? Is it 3,500 or something annually? Maybe $300. Stock market, if you're earning 4 or 5%, right? That is nothing compared to this, right? So I rest my case. The recap is I don't know how much longer this duplex type of properties will come on every how much longer here in Central Florida, but it's all about timing. It's all about motivation. So if you're really serious about reaching your goals, if you have a lot of courage, obviously, then this could be the investment for you. But I say it again, this property could be gone in a few days. That's how it is. So it's up to you to take the initiative and to contact myself or Jim Gillum so we can put you in touch with this property and make an offer for you based on your qualification, your loan approval letter, all those kind of the whole 9 yards. All right. Thank you so much and for attending and hope to help you to achieve your financial goal. Have a nice day. Goodbye. This is seewingyee.